Good afternoon, FlossTube. I am Leanne, Stitchy Moon Crafts, and welcome to my channel. This is, if you're new, predominantly about cross stitch. There will be occasions when there is quilting or other crafts involved. But today it is cross stitch, and this is my 50th. I think it's my 50th. Yes, it would be, and I missed August because I was on my cruise. So, wow, what an experience. And I'm so glad for my friends Jenny T, Jenny D, and Nicole, who convinced me all to go. And I'm so pleased I did. I didn't realize how much I needed a break, and just how fun a cruise can be. So definitely was my first, definitely won't be my last. But I went as part of a cross-stitching retreat, going Troppo, organised by Janet, so who is part of the Sunshine Coast chapter of the Brisbane Cross Stitches. So thank you. I don't know if Janet watches this or not, but a big thank you to Janet. It was just lovely. It was so well organised. It was so much fun. And it was great company. So if you haven't been on a cruise, I definitely recommend. I was worried I was going to get sick, but I was fine. I didn't have any issues with that. I did get sickness tablets just in case I needed them, but I was fine. And I pre-stitched, so on my night walk down, I took that with me. I took a couple of pieces, but mainly my night walk down and my Carolyn Manning Yuletide were the two that I worked on. I forgot to take my Australian flag, which I was a bit annoyed about because that was one I did want to stitch while I was there. But that's okay. I stitched right up until the cruise on that, so I have got progress to show. But I pre-stitched, I'm so glad I did. I pre-stitched the flowers for this, and that way I could just fill them in and chatter away. So I'm glad I did that because I was able to just fill in, didn't have to worry about counting or what have you. So it was great. We went to Cairns, so we went round Willis Island up to Cairns and then came back via Airlie Beach. One of the things I really desperately wanted to do was see the whales, and so we managed that. It was just fabulous. Everything about it was great. The food, the service, loved it. And I cannot wait to do another one. So hopefully the kids and I'll go to Europe next year, but after that I'm definitely gonna do another cruise. Cannot wait. So, but to stitching. So I've had a pretty good 2 months. So as I said, I didn't film in August, but coming back to you today is the 4th of September. It's actually a Wednesday, and I took the afternoon off work. I had an appointment, so I thought what better time to do it than after that. So onto it. So I'll start with my night walked down, just because I was chatting about it. So I started this back in August of 2020 for Nicole from Divana Lee Designs birthday. So it was a birthday sale, and we used the hashtag DD's B-Day Sale 2020. And I always forget it. When I post on Instagram, it's always a random DD's birthday something or other. And so I've not been very good with hashtags. But this is what we're doing. Now, sorry, my camera is normally on that side, but this, for some reason, I've put it in the stand the other way around. So if I look confused, it's not my normal face. Actually, It may be a little bit of normal face, but looking for the camera. So, night walked down. I love this piece. And I can say, I mean, I say that about everything I do, but this one I just love. I love everything about it, from the fabric to every stitch I put in. It is, and of course, got a moon, so it's definitely my jam. And the fabric is 14 count Aida from Crafty Leanie. So it was a custom dye for me. I wanted something purpley and grey, so hopefully the light isn't too bad. Oh no, that's pretty true to colour. It's probably a little greyer than what it actually is. It's now I do realise that I used the wrong fabric. If I was going to choose this again, I would do a darker. Still have the purple, but darker, because I really struggled with the peacock. She was a bit of a tricky, so I outlined her and it worked out quite well. I'm contemplating doing that with the moon, because the moon just doesn't really pop. Yeah, so, but I love this. Now the flowers I did, these are the flowers that I outlined. No, wrong side, sorry. The flowers here all were outlined before I went, with the exception of the owl. So I actually thought it was a flower, and the more I'm stitching on that, this is weird, and I realized it was an owl. I'm actually thinking of outlining the owl because it just, I don't know, I think it disappears. If I do the outline, it would stand out a bit more. Let me know what you think. I'd be interested in opinions. I'm not sure what to do there. So as you can see, I just have the border to finish, so I'm all but there. I was going to put her away until next August, but I've decided, because I want to go for a finish, I think I just dropped my needle. Because I want to go for a finish sooner rather than later, this is definitely doable at least before Christmas. So I say that now. We both know what we all know what I'm like with plans and whatnot. I would like to have it finished before Christmas, because next year I'm going to participate in the 365 days of Christmas. That is the baby of, oops, just tucking away the needle there. The baby of Gail from Wombat Hollow Crafts. So I would love to participate in doing that, and in order to do that, I just want to clear some finishes. So I already have my wolves done this year, and hopefully I'd like to get that done. Excuse me a minute. So the next one I worked on was my Carolyn Manning. Well, not next. They're not in any specific order, but it's just closest to me here. Was my Yuletide. So it's it's called Yuletide Garden Labyrinth. I just thought it was called Yuletide. But this is what it will look like. Now, I experimented with this because I had a pretty bad experience with linen when I first came back to doing cross stitches. So I vowed never ever to stitch on linen again, but I bought some fabric from Nicole at Divana Lee Design Studio, and I'm so glad I did. I absolutely love this linen. I think the difference is quality. I was sold just a random piece of crappy linen. It was full of slubs. It was a nightmare. It was just awful to use. And I didn't know any better, so I just kept stitching on it. But having this, oh, the colour is pretty, I think it's pretty close. Pretty close on, it's a dark sagey green, and I absolutely love working on this. Each piece or section of this is like a mini finish. I just love it. And the colours are just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm doing this with Jenny Trask. Sorry, Jenny, I always forget your handle on Instagram. It's Jenny_Stitches. Naughty cat snuck in. That would be Shadow. So I do apologize. I didn't even register with the bells going, so I do apologize. And we're doing this, and I think what I'm going to do is, because we're doing or I'm doing the Christmas stitching next year, I'm actually going to stop doing this now, and I won't stitch on this again until next year. So this will go into my rotation for my Christmas stitching. And well, I say that now, but I really enjoyed stitching on that. And the color is just, oh, that's actually perfect. It is just beautiful. I absolutely love this. It's such a nice linen to stitch on. There's no slubs or uneven bits. It's just really lovely to stitch. So I will be continuing with that in the new year. I'm looking forward to getting back to that. I also took my Lisa Parker away with me. I got a little bit done. It's nothing really to rave home about, but progress is progress. So this is, let me just take it out. I ended up buying this again. I bought it as a paper copy, and then purchased it again as a PDF so I could put it on Pattern Keeper. So this here is Loki. He is my cat, and I do call this Loki's piece because that's what he does. Shadow, the one that's currently creeping around the room being sneaky and noisy, she's a bit of a meanie. And she will not just lie on stuff, she'll generally chew it and be a general pest. And then she purrs at you and acts like butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. So I'm happy with the progress I've got done so far. So that's where we're at. I did not get a lot done. So I did that sort of, I don't know what you can see. Yeah, there. So this here is what I got. So all these bits, I tried doing the bringing it out, like, you know, finishing on the outside. It actually annoys me, so I don't think I'm going to continue stitching that way. So I worked on this section here and the V, and I'm sorry, I can't edit my videos, so unfortunately I apologize for her on her scratchy post. So, but I enjoy this piece as well. I'm pretty happy with the progress I've got done. I haven't got as much on it as I would like. This will stay in my rotation next year, even though I'm going to be doing the Christmas stitching. I'm going to still keep this as part of my general rotation that I'll do. Because if I don't, it's just never going to get finished, and it is a piece that I'd really like to get finished, because this is what brought me back to cross stitching, and I love everything about it. And I think too, because it reminds me of Loki. Oh, so Yuletide, sorry, I didn't mention, it's 32 count linen, using the Called For DMC by Carolyn Manning. For my Lisa Parker, it's the Call for DMC, and it is on 18 count magic grid or guide, whatever that is called. And I started that one. Oh, she's so naughty. I started that in September of 2019. And Yuletide was my New Year's start this year. Yeah, this year. So I did that as my, started on the 31st at midnight. And then, so I'll just get that out of the way. So the other one I worked on was my flag. I still haven't started my Wheel of the Year. I know I keep saying I'm going to, but I haven't. So now there are two versions of the Aussie flag. So this is done by, oh my goodness, she's standing on my books. So when you hear a massive crashing, I'm going to ignore it because she's where she shouldn't be, and it's better I just leave her because I can't edit. So on my list of things to learn. So Vivsters Australian flag. I have chosen to do the one with the stars. If you go over and have a look at Gail from Wombat Hollowcraft's Instagram, she's doing the other one, which I'm not sure if I have that. So when you buy the chart, you have the option for like snowflakes. Sorry, I think I have it here somewhere. And you can choose to do the snowflakes or you can choose to do the stars. So I chose to do the stars. I actually don't think I printed off the snowflakes. No, okay, so that's fine. But I absolutely love doing this. I have a thing for Quaker Pea. I love it. They're just so, they look so good. And I also had planned to take this with me on the cruise, but it didn't make it because I was stitching at the time on this. So what that meant was it was still in my frame at home until the very last minute, and I packed the frame, but I pulled out my my stitches. Now that's where we're at so far. Not a lot done. I made a massive mistake in the beginning up here. I was going to leave it, and then I thought if I leave it, it's just going to get worse. So I pulled it out, started again because I wasn't too far ahead. So it is brighter. I'm not happy with the blue, I don't think. And I am actually in two minds whether to go darker because I ended up getting the wrong blue. So I'm happy with the blue. I shouldn't say I'm not. It's just brighter. So I think it's all still going to be okay. Just the red, everything's really bright. I just maybe wanted things a little more, I wanted to have a bit of a vintage sort of Australian flag look, but I'll see how I go. And I'm using Silks for You for the blue, which I think is the other reason I want to continue, because I absolutely love stitching with Silks for You, and I regret doing the red in the DMC and the grey in the DMC. I should have just gone with the all in the Silks for You. And the dark blue is also DMC. So yeah, that was my mistake. I should have known better. So I will see how we go. But this, I'll show you the, I just feel, see that to me, is more the Aussie flag colour, and I'm just looking at it now and I'm in two minds whether to stop and restart. I think the blue will be okay. Let me know your thoughts, whether I should stop and go darker. I haven't gone too far into it, so, but in saying that, I would probably need to buy new fabric. Lots to think about. I think I'll just keep going with it and leave it at that. So I did start this on Australia Day. So the 26th of, sorry, I'll start that again. I can hear, distracted by a naughty cat. So 26th of January 2024. So I started that, and I need to get a, you know how I like my bags to match my projects. So at the moment I've just got my daughter's old library bag, so that's okay. It keeps it, does the job. So that's it for progress, and I'm happy with everything I touched. I think I got quite a lot of stitches done. I keep forgetting to count, so I am trying with the Carolyn Manning. I had planned to do, Jenny Trask has been doing like 10% every month. So I really liked that idea, and I was going to continue doing that. But I think what I will do now is I'm going to stop that, leave it till next year, and continue with it then. So as part of my Christmas rotation. So now that we're into September, it is, as far as I'm concerned, this is now starting Halloween stitching. So I like the idea of, you know, spooky stitching begins now. Last year I did Sampler September, but I did Sampler September with Midnight Watch. So I started my Halloween stitching in September. So I don't know if it's a thing, but I'm going to call it Spooky September, because to me, we always have so much time for Christmas. We need to have the same amount of time for Halloween, because I love it. So last year, I did, this is without the border because I buggered up the border. So I have left enough room around to do the border if I choose to, because I think what I'm going to do is have this as a, well, this is the companion piece to Halloween Eve, which is my new start. So it's Blackbird designs. Both of them are Blackbird designs. Sorry, I don't have them. Oh, you don't need the Midnight Watch. It's there. So this is Halloween Eve. This has the border. So I'm thinking I may come back to do the border on Midnight Watch, but I'll see how we go. I probably will have them framed. I'll frame them exactly the same. I won't necessarily have them side by side, but I'll have them together. So if I don't frame it, it's not going to be a big issue. So just a little start. I started this on the 1st of September. I've started with the border, and I will continue through to end of October. So the plan is I'm starting this one. I'll have 3 new starts. I want to start my Halloween Afghan. Not sure. I might leave that one till October and make that my main piece for October. But with the other 2, depending how far I get with those 2. So the other one being, which I am yet to show you, was a new purchase. So it'll be It's part of my haul, and which I'll go into now. Just put all that together over there, away from a naughty cat. So this here, this is Shadow, and she is my baby. So I do love her. She's the tiniest, and the other animals in the house fear her, with good reason. So, and I think because she's so little, she's had to make her mark on the other two. The other two being a Border Collie Lab cross, who is absolutely scared shitless, scared of her, and Loki, who is part ragdoll, part tabby, or not tabby, but you know, stray. Both were rescues. So, but anyway, I digress. For my new start, and part of my haul is, I saw this on Audrey Stitchy Witch 42. I was finally catching up on her floss tubes, and she was doing bell pull. How awesome is that? Oh, camera's this side. Sorry guys, I'm out of, I hope this works. Definitely pop over to Audrey's channel, Stitchy Witch 42, and she's on Instagram as well, and she's got progress on this, and I absolutely loved it, so I had to pause and then go by. And I don't do that very often nowadays, but definitely stopped, needed it right now. It had everything I love: witches hats, brooms, and the moon. Like, hello, need it. So that's what I got, and it's by Stitchy Prose. I've actually not heard of her before, or them before, so I'm definitely going to be, because it has a Instagram section for you to, like, what do you, hashtag, so I'll go along and have a look at everybody. I just love this. So that's my new, that was one of my purchases. And I had fabric, so last year when I went on the retreat with Brisbane Cross Stitches, when they do their yearly retreat, they have stall holders. So I got fabric from Nicole at Divinely Designs, and this is 28 count linen, Halloween, and oh, that is pretty. Hopefully it's showing as perfect as it is to me on the screen. Absolutely spot on. So I didn't have the, like, it does have called for spicy mustard by Fibre on a Whim, but I was like, well, you know what, I've got this and the right amount, so this is what it'll be on. I'm going to do this, so I'm going to have enough fabric to do this, and then I'll have fabric left over for other Halloween pieces, and I'll get, not sure what other Halloween pieces, but I have plenty. So I thought, even because originally I think I bought it for my Blackbird Designs spell box, or I can't remember what it is, but it's what it's called, but it's the one with all the little pillows that fit into a box. So, and that's on 28 count linen. Yep, linen in colorway Halloween. And in my stitchy bag that I also got with the fabric, didn't have a project to go in it, but Now we do. And the colours that it uses is 550, so which is such an amazing purple. It's probably my favourite purple. And black. So I'm actually going to use, I did buy at the same retreat, Silks for You. I got their black. So I will have enough of that to do this as well. So, because I bought a whole hank. So I definitely have far more than I will need, but that's okay. I'll have plenty of projects to go for that. Now, haul. So some of this was on the cruise. Some of this was when I came back. I was cleaning up my wallet and I actually found I had some Christmas gift cards, because each year my family and my brain fart, and extended family members gave me Visa cards. So they're like they're not with any particular bank, they're just gift card Visa things. So I had enough on about 4 of them to do some shopping. I didn't realize I still had money. I think there was 5 in total. I didn't realize I had money, and some of them were expiring soon. So I worked out what I had on it and shopped accordingly. So I'll start with my cruise shopping first. So when we went to the, I can't think of the name of the shop. Doesn't even have it on the backs of the stickers. No, but we went to a craft shop in Cairns, and I saw this. Sorry about the glare. Absolutely loved this. So like just beautiful charts. And I do, because I enjoy doing the patchworking and quilting, I thought I'm going to use this, and I will definitely use that because eventually I want to make a quilt for my bed. So just playing around, and it's great for ideas, and it was really well priced. And before we had got to Cairns, I'd been talking, because Nicole and I shared a room, and we were talking about crochet, and she was going to teach me how to do it. So between her and Lisa, another lady, Heather's mum, and I'm sorry Lisa, I can't remember your surname, but I'm not sure if you watch anyway. So Heather and Lisa were able to show me how to do crochet, and Nicole was able to guide me when we went back to our room each night. So I've started doing that, and Nicole had given me a idea to do, well, I think it's a chart that she did a cowl. So, and I don't actually have it with me here, it's in the other room, but so I've started doing that, and it's just one long strand, basically the whole ball of wool, you just do it into a strand, one single strand, and then you fold it over. So as that progresses, I will show. So this was the book that Nicole had, and we just, as I was leaving the shop, I saw they had it there. So I grabbed that, and I grabbed it specifically because they had, I'm just going to, so they had these, okay, I can't find it, but anyway, it was they're like this, but actually I know where it was. I want to do these for me. So I do, and these are the other, sorry, I really hope this turns out. These are other projects that are in there as well. So, and it's a patterns one, and it's really beginner friendly. I don't know if the rules are the same about patterns and stuff, but anyway, it's very simple. It shows how to do it with easy to follow steps. So I grabbed those, and I wasn't going to spend any more money. Then I came home. So wouldn't be Halloween without my Halloween purchase of my magazine. I'm not going to flip through. There's plenty of channels out there that do the flip throughs, but this one here, little Quaker piece, I love them, so I'm very wanting to do that one, and probably that one too. Oh, I say I want to do them all, but you know. So anyway, I had a dilemma because when my package from 123 Stitch came, I had this floss and I had no idea what it was for or why I bought it. And excuse me, I'm on a new shift at the moment, so I get up at 3:30 each morning, and ends that I'm a bit tired in the afternoon. Sorry. But they were all classic Colourworks. And I thought it had to be for something specific, because I don't normally buy fancy floss because it's normally out of my budget. And it clearly wasn't when I purchased this. So these are the colours I got. They're very beautiful. So I got Weeping Willow. I got Shabby Sheep. This one's Muddy Puddle, and I'm loving the variegation in that one. So I'm very new to these sorts of fabric flosses, so I'm just having a look. Oh yeah, there's variegation in that one too. You can't really see it as much. Then I got Hickory Sticks. So there's a bit in that. But again, I was like, they're beautiful. I have no idea what I bought them for. And then I was trying to think who I was speaking to when I was doing the order, or just after I'd ordered. And sorry, just before I'd ordered. And I remembered it was Gail from Wombat Hollow Crafts. And, oh, sorry, I didn't even tell you the names of those. And then I realized we were talking about Christmas. So I figured it had to be one of my Christmas ones. So this one was used brick. So then Red Currant. Loving that. The variegation in that's so pretty. And Sun-Kissed. So that's a bit paler. So I couldn't for the life of me think what we're talking about. I knew it had to be Christmas. And then I went through my charts, and I've been speaking to Gail about how I had Plum Street Sampler Christmas charts, which I'd bought and forgot I had. So I went through the list, and it turns out it's for Pomegranate Santa. So that will be on my list for next year. And I already have some fabric that I did I think I did Christmas 2 last year. No, this is Merry 2. So it's the partner to this one. I think it's just Merry 1. I don't know, but it's the partner to this one. So, and I will eventually kit that one up as well to do it. So I decided if I'm going to do a few, because I'm not doing a lot for next year, or it'll just be a couple of Christmas ones, I've decided if I'm going to spend the time, I want to use the called fors. Now, these were classic Colourworks, so I think originally my plan was as I put in an order, I'll grab 1 or 2. But I don't know, I must have had, I think I had a little bit left on each of them, each of the cards, I mean. So I just filled it up with that because I already had these charts, so I didn't purchase them. So I didn't have a big buy up. It was just mainly the floss that I got, and I did get one chart. Now, I have loved this chart for a very long time, but I love its partner even more, and I cannot for the life of me find it. 123 Stitch used to sell it. I'm going to just have to buy it off Etsy from an American seller, which I kind of wanted to avoid because of postage. So I'm just taking it out. Sorry about the crinkles. So it is Stacy Nash's Designs Animal Crackers series. So I got Paisley. I want Whittaker. I desperately want Whittaker. He's just the cutest. So this is his little companion. And I've never done anything like this before. So I would like to do these. And I would like to do these because for my grandchildren. So do her for my little granddaughter Hazel, and then Whittaker for my grandson Luca for Christmas. So but it comes with, you know, the chart, not chart, the like a stencil. I don't know if I can show it. I won't. So it comes with the stencil to cut out Paisley. So you'd cut the fabric and then stuff her and, you know, get her looking like that. She's absolutely gorgeous. So I will keep hunting for Whittaker. And if you know of anyone selling it, because I did see a couple of places that it was just ridiculously priced. And by the time I pay postage to get it to Australia, it's just not worth it for me because I'm very much on a budget, like most people are, but I can't justify spending that on a chart. So I figured if I can't get it, I can't get it, and that's okay. I will just stick with stitching Paisley. So that is it for what I have in my haul. Going forward, I'm not going to go into my Christmas plans, well, because I'm not really going to do Christmas stuff this year. I think I'm just going to rotate until the end of the year, and then in January I will then start with my Christmas stitching. I say that now. We all know what I'm like with plans, so it's unlikely that I will keep to them. For now, I'm just going to, so in September, the plan is to do the Halloween Eve by Blackbird Designs. And I'm doing that on, I don't think I said, sorry, 28 count, even weave. And that is coffee dyed by myself. And I will stitch away on that for a bit and then rotate it with the bell pull. Excuse me, I don't know where I put it. So with the bell pull, and I'm going to try and use Instagram a little more as progress. So I think what I'd like to do on a Sunday night, maybe just put up progress shots of where I'm at for that week. So the plan is I'm going to work on one, because I'm enjoying, especially with Night Walked Down, I really enjoyed working just on that one piece. Even though I've got others on rotation, I just really enjoyed working on that one piece. So I think what I'll do is I'll swap each week, predominantly just between the Halloween ones, and I may or may not pick up others in between. I do want to finish Night Walked Down. So I think because that is 14 count, I will take that with me when I go to Irish dancing each week, because that's a really good piece to have. I can see it's 14 count. It's easy enough to take with me. but we'll see, because I've also been knitting a present for my sister. So she doesn't watch this, so I can say I'm knitting her a shawl. I did a shawl for my youngest and myself, and I knitted one for Mum for her birthday. So my sister was like, I want one. So I am in two minds as to whether I'll give it to her for Christmas or her birthday. I am so sorry. I do apologize. So her birthday's in October. So if I get it finished for October, then I will give it to her for October. Otherwise, it's Christmas. But as far as plans go, that is it. I'm keeping them fairly simple and trying to get as many finishes as I can. But I don't have anything too close to a finish yet. So other than Night Walk Down. But that is it for me. So thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button and the little bell notification if you want to follow any progress that I do and any upcoming floss tubes that I put up. If you haven't subscribed and you liked what you saw, please do hit the subscribe button. I am trying to be a little more active about these videos, and ideally I'd like to do it sort of once a month. So, you know, Stitchy Moon. I want to do it around the full moon. Otherwise, if I don't do full moon, it'll be new moon. So, and I think actually this one is closer to the new moon than the full. Not that it matters. It's just, you know, it's a thing. It is what it is. So anyway, I am now rambling. So thank you for stopping by and stay safe. Happy stitching.